So he's had a bath. Welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Simone. Today I'm going to do a 4-month update on baby Micah. As you can see, I've not got him here with me right now because today's just been crazy. I went down to go and get him and he's fast asleep on his dad and I didn't want to wake him. But I'm going to be putting clips in of Micah over the last month, you know, like what he's been doing, what I've managed to capture on film. So yeah, he's 4 months and he is just such a lovely little baby. He's very chilled out, still very rarely cries. He has started like communicating with us, like making little grunts and sounds, and Ryan's really good on knowing what these things mean. So like if he's hungry, he'll make like a certain sound, and if he wants to sleep, and I'll be saying to Ryan, what is it that he wants? And he's like, yeah, he wants to sleep, grabs hold of him, and then he's asleep in no time. He's laughing loads still, which I'm hoping to put clips in of that, and smiles a lot. And he loves just cooing away and like babbling away at us, and he really likes to have a lot of eye contact, and for you to talk to him, really enjoys that. He's liking tummy time a lot more, and you can see that the strength in his neck is just getting stronger, and he's lifting himself with his hands off the floor when he's laid on his tummy. He's also sitting up a lot more, like obviously sits on us, but unaided. He can sit, but he is leaning slightly forward, but he's like applying, you know, like he's putting his hands on the floor so that he can keep himself propped up. But we'll usually sit behind him when he's doing it, you know, just in case he, you know, like falls to the side. Took him to the play centre for the first time last week. Unfortunately, I don't have any clips of that on this camera because I forgot to take it, but he really enjoyed it. There was like a little baby area, and there was one of those like bubble water type, you know, like the pipes with the colours changing, and he really enjoyed looking at that and feeling the different materials on the wall that was there at the play centre. And there was a jumperoo which I had for Kayla, but I didn't bother with one with Neva. And he went in that. His feet could touch the floor, but he wasn't bouncing in it. But he was looking at the toys and trying to grab them, but he was more interested in his hands, really. And that takes me on to his hands. He's still teething. I would say no teeth have erupted yet, but he's constantly gnawing on his hand or our hands, or if we give him like a teething ring, he can hold it for a little bit, but then he lets go of it. I don't think he's got that, you know, he's not at that stage yet where he can grab hold of something and then bring it to his like mouth for prolonged periods, but he likes having the teething ring in his mouth. It seems to give him some comfort. I have still been using the teething salts from time to time, but to be honest, even though he's teething, he doesn't seem to be in as much discomfort as what he was in the other video that I made. If you've not seen that, I'll put a link above. In regards to his sleep, he did have a 4-month sleep regression where he was waking about 10 times between the hours of 12 and 7, which was really exhausting. He wasn't crying, but he was, it seemed like he wanted to get up and play, but I kept the lights off, offered him some milk. Sometimes he'd have it, and then other times he'd just move a little bit and then go back to sleep. Now, I would say, you know, nothing's changed in regards to me knowing how many times he wakes up, because if he wakes up, I'll offer him milk and then we're straight back to sleep. So I would say it's usually maybe 2 times between the hours of 12 and 6 or 7, and then he'll go back to sleep maybe from 8 till 9. And his napping times, sometimes he could nap for, if we're out and he's in the pram, because he is liking that more if he's in like an all-in-one snowsuit. He seems to like it. It must be, you know, he must be feeling really snug and safe. So the other day, I mean, he slept for like 2 or 3 hours, and when I got in the house, I left him in the pram, and as long as I was like clattering around and making noise, and he'd stay asleep. But if there was like a sudden silence and then all of a sudden there was a bang, then he would wake up. But one thing that has been working, and I don't know if any of you tried this before, if he's a bit sleepy and I put him in the pram and I put the dryer on or the washing machine, he seems to really like the sound. So if I'm cooking in the kitchen, I can put him down in the pram, and if I put it on the dryer, the sound, he seems to really like it. So the other day I was making food and I was cleaning up in the kitchen and everything, and he slept for a good like hour and a half, which was like amazing. So yeah, so I've been doing that on and off anyway, and that's been seeming to help him if I've needed to get him to have a little nap, because Ryan, he's really good at getting him to sleep. Sometimes he just doesn't want me. I think it's still a case of if he's had his milk and he's still smelling it on me, he wants someone else to get him to sleep. So if Ryan's not there, I feel like the dryer is really helping. Still having a lot of milk, but I would say that he's become more efficient at draining the boob. So he'll maybe feed for 5 minutes and he's managed to get all the milk out. And to be honest, when I think about my first son, he just constantly seemed to be wanting milk. But with Micah, he seems to have, like, he'll have one boob, maybe two, and then it can be 2 or 3 hours or even longer where he doesn't want any. So he seems to be going a lot longer in between having milk and having naps as well. And he's been seeming to get a bit tired earlier on in the evening and sleeping a lot longer. But yeah, but like I said, I'm really sorry that I'm not able to tell you what a kind of routine is or if there's predictable times. At this moment in time, there's not, but obviously that might change in the future. He hasn't been weighed since he was 3 months old, but I'm telling you, he is a little chunky boy. He's I definitely think he's put on quite a bit of weight since he was weighed that last time. I thought he just had one dimple, but it looks like he's getting two. Like, I've only got the one dimple and like a slight one here. My daughter's got 2 dimples, but he definitely had one on that side, but it looks like one's coming on this side as well. And his hair, it's really growing loads and it's starting to curl a lot more now. What he's got, which you'll probably see on the video that I put on where he's swimming for the first time, when he went swimming and he really enjoyed it. He's got like a bowl patch here, which Caleb had as well, Navy didn't have, where I've noticed that when he wakes up in the night, he is rubbing his head from side to side, and I think that's doing it because in the daytime he's sat on one of us. He's never, very rarely led back, led down on his back. So I'm assuming that it's in the night time where he's rubbing his head from side to side that's doing it. So because his hair's getting a lot curlier, it's getting really noticeable because like the hair is like curling at the back, but you'll obviously see that on the video.
No. No.
He's laughing. Oh. Oh. Hi, Papa. Hello. What are you doing? Hey, are we gonna go out today? Yeah.
I'm gonna make the world upside down.
What did it? And no.
So he's had a bath.
Hi guys.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah.
Hello
He's still
guys.
enjoying himself.
Oh, look at him. So he's not been asleep yet?
He had his sleep when he came back immediately.
Yeah.
Then he woke up after they've had a bath.
I'll hopefully show you Micah in my next video, and if you've liked this video and you found it useful, then please can you click the subscribe button and click the thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.